All right, guys, welcome back. It's going to be map number 2 between Mousesports and Virtus.Pro. First one, a little bit lackluster. Didn't get me too hyped up, but Mousesports playing very well, very aggressive. We got the second map, Mirage, where we saw VP play yesterday, and they didn't look that exciting on it. It might be more of the same, or maybe they're going to throw caution to the wind and play a lot more effective, better Counter-Strike. Who knows? That's all I got.
Well,
that's all I got. That's all I can build up, guys.
Again, like,
Maybe
I think Inferno is worst case scenario for Virtus.Pro to play Mousesports.
Sure.
That is for sure. It can only get better from here. So, but how good? I don't know. I just don't feel like Virtus.Pro. I just feel like every time I watch them play Mirage, they lose.
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate.
That's the problem.
And sure, Mousesports have dropped off slightly on Mirage recently, but still, they're one of the best teams on that map. Like, with their double orb setup, not many people can touch them. Chris on short, especially, is an absolute catalyst. He does a fantastic job of pushing aggressively and getting that first pick. Like we saw on Inferno, he'll do the similar thing he does on B, towards the barrels, towards short and Mirage. He is so difficult to shut down. Not many teams know how to handle him there. I don't think VP will have the solution, if I'm honest.
And much like you, James, VP's team play's not been on point. Where's James?
What does that mean?
The T-shirts.
What are you talking about? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Not part of the team.
I guess you have a point there.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
I'm looking cool today. I had to get the black on to contrast with the red. Although in retrospect, I feel like I should have maybe gone for something different here. But you know, I'm all
never
ninja'd
too late.
out.
We've got plenty of these shirts. If you want to pick one on,
I'm all ninja'd out. I've got a Supreme T-shirt over there somewhere.
I want an ECS.
That might be a bit much though.
If I'm wearing it, you can wear it.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
All right.
I look good in this polo.
You do look good. Anyway, we're almost ready to go live, so we'll throw it into Mirage any second now. Dan, we both said, you changed your prediction. You said VP 2-0, but within the 5-round rule, you did say you had to change your prediction. So you did change it, so you're absolutely fine. Do you want to stay with your current prediction, or do you want to move it on?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bell to be talking about. James, you're good at this. What about the bells?
Yeah, make sure you ring the bell, because on the YouTubes, you have to click the bell to get notifications for when we're live. That's what the bell is for.
You can't just subscribe and like anymore. There's a bell as well.
There's a bell as well.
Okay, so there's 3 things you've got to do. And you've got to hook in your FACEIT account to your YouTube one so you can get that loot, those points, and all that good stuff. There's also social media to get involved in. Remember, send us questions. And the game is now live. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. It's map number 2, the final map of the European Division today. We are going to bring you North American action after this in a little bit. But for now, we'll have a look at where this is going. Virtus.Pro on the T side, not ideal, all things considered, as Sunny looks to get the first kill, and maybe he'll do it just now. He's got players in front of him, but actually gets wrecked. Down he goes. A good start here for VP. They won the pistol in the first half, remember, on Inferno.
Can they have a good finish, though, charging into the A side? I love this split with the smoke towards jungle. Will they take some more real estate away? They've got to pick. Oh, never mind. Oscar through the smoke has thwarted everything. A spanner in the works. A mouse in the salad. Virtus.Pro, though, will still win the round. They picked up a player towards CT. In the meantime, Oscar took matters into his own hands. Smoke is, in fact, not a brick ball, and he will not treat it as such.
Indeed. All the players will seem the smoke as like a force field. And, yeah, definitely not the case. As Oscar almost steals the round away, but well recovered. There will be a force buy here with P250. He's 5.7s, no Deagles. I'm surprised at that on the CT forces. Oscar keeping his purchase very modest. Not going to be bringing out the scouts or anything. He wants to save his cash, as he managed to get an extra $600 in the previous round with MP5s. And again, it's SMGs across the board for VP. They did this before, lost the round. Will we see lightning strike twice and Mousesports take this one away? What?
Your beep amuses me.
I don't know what to do about it.
Ring
I
the
tried.
bell. And like Henry's doing right now. Is that the sound?
The digital bell.
Digital bell, yeah. I thought you fixed it. You've
It
beeping around
needs a manual.
I need the manual. I do need the manual.
A trade in the middle position. The bomb's been spotted, but it's still in control of Virtus.Pro. Neo manages to pull out his gun just in time to save his own bacon. Rob's not a fan of pork, though. That's all taken out, and now we've got Robs alone with less than 20 HP, and he's gone, so it works out for Virtus.Pro. Indeed, only SMGs and a map with ranges such as Mirage can be very interesting. Limits what you can do and what you can clean up. But it works out for Virtus.Pro.
Certainly does. They got the 2-0. Let's see whether they can potentially find the 3. That should be happening, considering it's the full eco here from Mousesports. Virtus.Pro, good start here. Just what they needed on Mirage. This is map number 2, the home and away game. Mousesports already points in the bag towards the leaderboard, and there it is, the first PT50 kill comes in, but a double kill surely now as Snatchy and Mirage get the work done. Robs will actually get a kill. It's a 3 versus 3. If they lose this now, I will be very, very surprised, but there is a chance.
Is awful on these 3 VP players.
No, it's okay now, surely. There it is. All under control. And the buy won't be amazing for Mousesports here in the first gun round. After they force-bought into it, it's actually not too bad. They actually got 2 players that were modest. Remember we said Oscar didn't purchase anything. So they will get double orbs, and this is where I think that they're most powerful, absolutely. And we're getting to round number 4. MP9 for Sunny, so there is a compromise made. And they do not have a kit. There it is, there's one. Okay, so there you go. Execution looking likely. 4 players towards the A side of the map. Sunny wants to get up close and personal with the MP9. Flashes in first and has a look around. Doesn't spot anything though, and he'll fall back to a more defensive position. And you can see the smoke's being lined up now for CT spawn. Snatch will be delivering that. Neo holds up in Palace, and it will be Pasha to join them from the middle area. He's just watching for any sort of flanks now towards the apartments.
120. Free smoke on pit. Sunny definitely wants to keep the close ranges. There are 2 AWPs, none of them are actually on the A bomb site, and that's where the push is going to come in. So they'll be slowed to action as these nades from Virtus.Pro will restrict vision. And VP should absolutely be getting a bomb down in this round. Oscar will finally rotate, so maybe things will get more awkward. That's a nice nade. Well, Rops push forwards now that Oscar is with him in the same position. Sunny's spotting the push, flash out too deep, and he goes down. Here come the nades. This is a great start from VP. They should be having a good round here now.
Boost of Oscar. Does he feel it? Oh, no, it's his teammate going up over the top. And still through the choke point, in a choke point versus Pro, many of them waiting for something, but where will the plant be once these smokes disappear? They are running out of time here to get this bomb down, and time is not on their side at all. Great shot from Snacks, Oscar getting tagged, and the bomb will just about get planted with the smoking connector.
They did so much damage from behind the smokes there, that's crazy. Okay, now in, but out as quickly. More boost coming in for Robs, and now Snacks is put into action. This is winnable, but he gets picked straight away. Good work there from the Mac 10 and VP. It looked really bad from one perspective. You know, we saw that damage coming in from Ticket Booth, but eventually VP will secure it, and that's the buy taken away from Mousesports. But they'll have PT50s and so on in this round, so
this is a great start for Virtus.Pro. More than we could have expected the way things have been going recently.
It seems to be the way though. They get wrecked on one map and then they turn up for the second. There's a pattern developing, I have to say. So another eco, Mousesports, just deagles. 3 of those, a PT50 for Oscar. No nades. 2 sets of armor. Maximum loss bonus coming in next round. Virtus.Pro actually looking like they're not going to throw this one away. They're holding up in the default. That's what we want to see. Remember, we saw on Inferno just going up towards the tight choke point at the very beginning of the round and all falling apart. They're going to go through every procedure required at this point. Throw the Molotovs, get connected control, see what's going on. Are they stacking anywhere? Well, we can't do much about that. Fair play. Sunny just completely destroys them. It's kill and response. A couple of them now for VP.
I bet that was annoying. A smoke down to cover the move to B from the connector position. Awkward though, does Snatchy stand his ground? He does, but willing to risk the pre-fire. He'll tag. He's still going back for it, and you just have to wonder if it was necessary. Oh, the bomb's in there. He had to go. The bomb's on the floor, deep in the ladder room. This is a must-win. Just about happens, and this is turning into a complete mess. Oscar is position unknown. Which way do Virtus.Pro go? He could be anywhere. Plenty of guns around the mid position, all those yellow X's. There is a gun to be collected by Oscar. He's got the high ground advantage over over Virtus.Pro as well, and he will hear the footsteps heading in his direction.
Oh, he's going to try to play this absolutely perfectly. When will he go for the kill here? Oh, now he's been spotted. Pat's waiting too long. Oscar still with a chance if he just connects a headshot on a healthy player. Oh, he can't do it though. That's a big shame. Did he know that the guy with the AWP had the bomb? Because
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because then perhaps he really should have just gone for the kill. But shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I think he was trying to burn as much time as possible.
Everyone's a general after the war. And all that. You a general, James? Would you be a general?
I can't be on the battlefield. My head's too big. I want to get shot immediately. You won't even have a helmet to fit my head, so
Your hitboxes.
I guess it will be a general in that respect. 5-0 for Virtus.Pro. That was a close one. But now Mousesports have the big buy, the 2 AWPs, although one is compromised immediately by Pasha. No trade attempt on that short position. Sunny will rotate elsewhere, maybe fearing a potential boost now. So much time on the clock here for Virtus.Pro. Snatchy will be heard by Snacks, so it's no surprise that somebody's lurking towards B.
Bosh! We must release an onomatopoeia pack change for Counter-Strike.
Bosh. Pow.
Exactly.
Kablamo.
Yes.
I think I have the bash of the Bish Bash Bosh stickers on my Asheron AWP because it suits the colors.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Rotation back for to spawn here. VP didn't actually manage to position anyone into connector or deep on short. So despite some of the mid presence, you know, they haven't got as strong split potential on the A side, but they do have the man advantage, which is a good way to mitigate that. And Neo, will he find? Oh, okay. Oh, he's in shadow. Never mind. Will there be a Molotov for Rops in that shadow position? He's going to be key here for Mousesports.
Bristol loves the triple position with the AWP, but it's so high variance for a sniper to be standing there, or anyone really, and that's going to be the round. 6-0 for Virtus.Pro.
I just wanted to say I changed my prediction on round number 5, so I think VP are going to win now. So I'm well within the catchment area.
Are you
guys?
Are you though?
Yeah, I
said
think
it
so.
as round 7 started.
Well, I feel like it should be 6 rounds anyway, is the cutoff.
He's the host, he could bend the rules.
Yeah.
But it was the 7th round when you said it, like just had just
Okay,
started.
fair enough, I'll stick with it.
It was 6.5.
6.5 rounds. And here we go. They're on a tear right now, aren't they? Actually, this is so weird. How can they look like a different team when they go into a second match? What happens? They just think like, well, guys, pressure's off now. No one's expecting anything. Let's just run around.
Ooh, just had some glasses of milk. Powered
I love
up.
a glass of milk.
What do you mean the first map has points? Thought it was a warm-up.
You want any milk here?
Probably
no,
not.
No, nothing.
I need almond milk. It's not that.
I like
whole
some almond milk actually. That's nice. I don't mind that.
Chocolate almond milk. That's the one.
That is the one, isn't it?
Cappuccino tastes weird with almond milk.
I had a cold brew yesterday of almond milk. It wasn't that nice.
I made scrambled eggs with almond milk.
Okay, we don't have to talk about all of our experiences with almond milk.
All right.
But it's cool. I like it.
That's good. Damage done here by Mousesports. Sax has collected an AK, and he will be in position actually. Has Kevlar too. I mean, you can expect Snacks to do some damage here. This could make things tricky. There's the first frag. Things definitely getting tricky. Rops will have some time to come in to aid Snacks in his defense. Oh, he's got a beautiful flick. That's the bomb on the ground. Plenty of time here, but Neo is now alone with the AWP and misses the shot. Snacks in the 1 versus 3 for the quad kill. He has saved the day, and Henry is definitely, you're definitely pleased you haven't changed your prediction off the change.
I'm so pleased. And that Snacks getting it done. My goodness gracious. That was actually quite fantastic with the AK-47 towards the end. Controlling that B bomb site, hitting every single shot. Denies the plant. Neo with the AWP. We're that convincing with that weapon for a while now. As we'll get into round number 8, ladies and gents. Double up setup now for the CTs. Neo, that's a brave move. Extinguishes the flames and pushes through towards Tetris. A fast approach here. They've actually managed to break open the bomb site. Sunny isolated right now. The bomb will be planted. Good utility. Virtus.Pro could reset here, but remember they did win an eco before.
Rob's getting a kill. Snatchy is lurking top mid. There are 2 players in his vision, or now they're in connector, but Neo's on the other side of it. So this could be brutal, or there will be, but not for Mousesports, not just yet. Snatchy unable to do much. Just the 1 kill there. Virtus.Pro trying to reset the situation immediately, but Mousesports played retake, and boy, did they retake.
There it is, a very fast approach from Virtus.Pro.
I really like that. That was really cool.
Yeah, I don't see many players extinguishing the A-ramp steps like that and pushing straight through, like especially if you're alone. That's such a ballsy move. But
I just take the flames.
Yeah.
Let's take those flames.
Yeah, absolutely. So, indeed, they go through, they find nice plants, but it's not enough to convert the round. Mousesports are 2 in a row now.
Mid-aggression here for Mousesports, mixing things up. And they may just catch VP, although VP are playing passively and they are looking for it. But Sunny, oh, it's the AWP. That's really the GG if Sunny does push this angle. You'd expect Snatchy to easily catch him. But again, these pro players, they know how deep they can peek before they hit an angle that can be held by an AWP most of the time. That's the feeling you get from playing a lot of Counter-Strike. You understand exactly where you can stand and like what is a millimeter too far. Bomb now going back towards T spawn. Restaking the window. And meanwhile, Oscar will pick off one of the Ts. Virtus.Pro having to move now. You're gonna have to go into that B bomb site, it might look like, because mid is lost. Going for underpass would be pretty risky. The only place they can go at this point is that B bomb site.
Neo has to assume his position was compromised. If somebody's in the shadow area, they would have heard him clip the Molotov. Good timing for the smoke grenade from Snax, moving closer to the window. The awkward angle as much as possible. Chris J there to take the initial engagement as well. Snax on a low ground. And now it seems maybe the comeback is on. 33 seconds for Neo. Does he go for damage? Take a look. And they suggest that the economy isn't spectacular for Virtus.Pro, but we'll soon find out. Indeed, it is not. Eco Town for the Poles. And while it started off well, this game of Mirage, it could very well turn around in favor of Mousesports.
It could fall apart very quickly. Blinking, you'll miss it. Mousesports are no slouches on this map. They are decent at getting comebacks. We'll see what they can do. And the pistols for now. VP will have CZs, PT-50s, a few smokes. Maybe want to execute towards A again. They have been successfully getting that bomb down. Just not being able to convert the rounds has been the issue. Smokes down. Bombs there. One player towards middle. That's going to be Snatchy. And here we go then. Smokes deployed. Wild speculative spray towards the A ramp and a good incendiary to hold them at bay. Can't really justify running through the flames when you have no armor. Snatchy will do whatever he can, but he'll be ultimately taken down by the AWPs here, which are just hitting absolutely everything right now. They're not missing a shot. My goodness. Well, Pasha, you'll be done for as well. 4 in a row for Mousesports and a clean sweep for them in round number 10. Coming to the latter stages now in the first half. Another buy available with 4 stage loss bonus of arriving. So there we go. I don't think there's an awful
money for the CTs. So much money, which is pretty good for the remainder of the half. Even if Virtus.Pro are able to break Mousesports, maybe only 2 rounds left at that point. Well then, lots to play for here for both teams. I like to be to the left of where Pasha is, looking for someone to peek from the stairs. Move straight into the crosshair, and then take one in the face. More grenades being thrown into the A site. Well, Mousesports go retake again. The Molotov is there, but Oscar will stand his ground and deliver as well.
Oh dear, the AWPs just thinning them out so much, and then you know, Rops still sitting in shadow. Gets 1 versus 1. There's no one left to trade. The numbers just aren't there. Eventually, you know, we'll drop down out the palace, finding a gap, but it's just a uphill struggle. An uphill struggle in rollerblades.
5 in a row. Blocks again.
Aren't you glad, Henry? You're just outside of that
catchment.
Yeah, that's very, very fine catch point.
But
5 rounds.
I don't know, Virtus.Pro have dropped off. The momentum they once built up is now being discussed as they take the time out here. They definitely can buy into this run. They've got enough for AK's armor, but maybe they want a bit more than that. Maybe the AWP needs to be pulled out by Snatchy. I think you mentioned it yesterday, Mirage, you feel like he's a very strong player. It definitely suits his place. I've seen some crazy sequences from him on the B-bomb side, especially on the CT side. He seems like he can do great work there.
Yeah, I do wonder, though, with these, against this kind of team,
yeah,
if it's there for Virtus.Pro, if those opportunities will present themselves.
Well, they'll have to take an eco to even get the AWP out if they want to, or they take another buy. But it looks like the call has been made. They'll take a partial here. Snatchy wants the AWP. There'll still be a maximum loss bonus, especially if they can get that bomb down. They'll have plenty of cash next round. But it looks like things will be tied up here. Mousesports getting into 5th gear and the 5th round on the board. As we'll see Virtus.Pro now head towards the B apartment. All 5 players on that side of the map, at least. It's just Pasha who's holding T-spawn, maybe for the flanks. I'm not really sure. As they'll line up smokes and get ready to try and plant.
Looks like there'll be smokes for the arches, and maybe one to the window as well. I want to say that one's to the window. I believe it is. So there'll be plenty of smoke grenades down. We see it going to Snax' 6. He goes ahead, gets them stuck in a Molotov. No flame kills just yet, but the AWP once again, Chris J, harder for him to miss than to hit these days. There's another one for him. 2 players left, no bomb plant just yet. There it is. But how does this retake go? If they can take one of the rifles away, that might make things more difficult, but no. Mousesports stand their ground, Virtus.Pro present themselves, and Mousesports take it in kind.
Looking a little bit more like Inferno now.
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Getting there slowly. Mousesports, though, back to their usual winning ways. 6-0 up to 6-6. Oscar with 7 kills, Chris J with 10. Everyone pretty equal in the fragging department, to be honest. We'll see whether this will change things up. Perfect time for Mousesports to go aggressive if they want to. Maybe push middle, see if they can get the first frag. It's going to be Virtus.Pro focusing on B once again. Their A takes were actually quite successful at the start, but Snatchy does have the AWP. We mentioned that could be the resurrection of the squad because they had that great start, but have significantly dropped off. Snatchy holding for that aforementioned aggression here, but no one's there to receive it. Morale's seeing if anyone wants to push the B apartments. You can see him just holding up. Pasha looks, is he AFK?
Just thinking.
Just that. There he is, he's back.
I wonder how old his baby is now.
I think he's got 2, hasn't he?
Between 1 and 2 or something?
Must be older. Must be like 2 to 3, you know?
No, I don't think so. No, Dan, I think you're wrong.
Trying to make a bet.
What is it with you guys? Where's all this gambling coming from?
It's not gambling.
A bet is surely a gamble, Dan.
No, a forfeit is not betting.
Yeah.
A forfeit.
You didn't say forfeit though, you said
That's what I mean though.
Okay.
You mean
that's what he
something
means.
other than what you're saying.
That's what he means.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so Henry understands.
Yeah, it's all fine. Anyway, forfeits are fine as long as they're safe and fun.
Ramen.
Like ramen with bleach in it, they'll give you diarrhea.
At best.
And some eternal bleeding.
Internal bleeding. No, that was fun. Good clean fun.
Segue that into this round then.
Fish does come in eventually. The A split drops undiscovered. The counter grenades here really good from Mousesports. You can see how split up the offense is. Can't really deal with Rops. It just cuts off the head of the push as his teammates slow down the players from Connector. Really nicely done. Mousesports knew everything about that though, and it just seems so convincing here. And it's not just that Mousesports know what's coming, it's just that they are on every single level individually, just outperforming them. It's been great to see Chris J be so confident and pulling out the AWP much more than he normally would from the last few months. And double AWP's definitely working so far. Decimating VP, but they go at that A bomb site once again.
Grenades sailing into the sides, but these takes haven't been always successful for Virtus.Pro. The bombs on the floor again. How do they deal with these AWP angles? How do they deal with Rox with his AK of his own? Now Morels and Neo left, 2 versus 3 as they eliminate the last player in CT. But the flank is here for Sunny. It gets worse and worse. Morels doing what he can. But it will be an 8th round for Mousesports. 0-5 down to 8-6.
8-6. Who would have thought? How did we get here? Virtus.Pro, we're looking so great. And he also shotguns out. James, thoughts?
The auto sniper is out as well.
All the automatic weapons.
All the autos. Don't see the AUG very often though, do we?
No, we don't. We rarely do. The Krieg makes an appearance every now and then.
Yeah.
There was that one patch we had where the AUG was like OP, like a
zero recoil.
Yeah, it's just like you just right click, crouch, and just have like a laser beam. Like this.
Ooh, 3. Okay then.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Chris J.
There's that disrespect you mentioned.
Gotta give it.
That's a great read.
Well, not much I can do to analyze that round, boys. Difficult for me to really make sense.
It's a great read.
Yeah.
I mean, normally when an auto sniper is bought on Mirage, it's towards 8.
It is probably the best map for it.
Well positioned with snacks. And we move to the second half. The score is close though, because Virtus.Pro had that good run at the beginning. Can they capitalize on that? It all starts with the pistol rounds.
That is the thing, isn't it? Like, they are still in the game because of the nature of that 6-round streak. Even though the last 9 rounds looked awful. It's just awful.
It's not looking good.
But it is again to the credit of Mousesports just playing out of their minds as well. So it's a difficult spot to be in.
Yeah, well, that half is over now. This is it's a whole new world as the song goes. What is that from?
Jasmine Princess sings it with Aladdin, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's from Aladdin.
Yes.
I know Disney's involved.
It's a romantic song, James.
Yes.
I didn't know that was your jam.
I'm not big on romance. I'm more
Just
gangster rap than R&B.
Where is the apricot jam, speaking of jam?
Yeah, you said you'd bring some today, to be fair.
You're a liar, James.
I haven't been shopping. I was playing
You
Counter-Strike.
said you have it at home.
You did say that.
I'm not bringing my jam. I'm bringing
Why not? Why
jam.
are you not getting...
Because that jam's for me. I'm not sharing. I'm greedy. I'm selfish. That jam is for me.
I think that's what we all understood, though, is that you'd bring the jam and some Dave's Killer Bread, prison bread.
No.
Do we have to have a section about Dave's Killer Bread every day? Do we have to do that?
I'll bring you your own jam. How you consume it is up to you. I'm not bringing you bread.
Can I eat it off my hands from the jar?
It's your jar. You do what you
Okay,
want with
thank you very much. That's what I'm going to do. We have got a technical issue on the server. VP have lost a player, I believe. It's Pasha.
Neo, isn't it? Yes, Neo.
Oh, Neo. Sorry, yes. I had a VP player. I don't know why I assumed it was Pasha.
Well, he is a VP player.
Yeah. So we'll wait for him to get back on. It's online CS. Sometimes that can be a bit of an issue. So many variables. But hopefully he'll be on very, very quickly. As we'll just wait now.
I have some new videos from the matches that we've seen today. I want to learn that sideways smoke for window. I'm going to practice that. But
I've never been interested in those.
I have a demo paused on my PC where Crystal from Rogue was throwing a smoke towards Cash from short. Towards Cash A main from short. So I'm going to put that on YouTube soon. And there's another video. I have a list. That's why you may have seen my my diary on the watermelon here. If I see something cool, I'll make a note of it and make a little video to put on the intertubes afterwards. I like to share
we need to get rid
my
of this watermelon.
interests. How dare you?
It's just a bit boring now, isn't it?
It's a table that looks like a watermelon. What is boring about that?
It was exciting and fun once upon a time, but now can't we get something new?
No, like that watermelon is never leaving.
Like a banana or an apple or something.
How would a banana be a table?
Well,
there it is. This is the best thing. This is awesome. This is the best part of the studio.
Where did it come from?
Do you think it's the best part of the studio,
I bought
Henry?
it. That specifically?
Yeah.
It definitely adds something to the studio. It makes it what it is, but I don't think it is the be-all and end-all.
It's not the... It doesn't tie it all together.
If I removed that and put something else there, I don't think we'd hear anything from anyone about it. No one would notice.
I feel like if someone stole this, we could get the kind of James Bardoff version of The Big Lebowski.
What does that mean?
So, have you seen that movie?
There's toes in it, right?
Have you seen that movie,
yeah.
Henry? Yeah. So the whole point is that the plot is that you have this guy called he's called the Dude.
Yeah.
And someone breaks into his house, steals his rug.
They think he's someone else, though.
They think he's someone else, and the whole mission for him is then to find out who's stolen his rug because the rug really ties the room together.
Yeah.
Okay. So I bought this. I bought that. I actually bought a lot of things in here.
You bought that tooth?
I bought the Megalodon tooth. I bought the axe. I bought the Andy Warhol picture of the Queen up there behind Dan. It's out of picture. Oh, both. Why is it out of frame? What kind of racist framing of the studio is this?
Straight to racism, is it? That's what you thought it was?
The Watchwinder, the Game & Watches, the Nintendo Game & Watches behind Dan as well.
Oh,
I bought both of those in France. And
a picture of Dan behind Dan.
Yeah, they're a bit weird, aren't they? Yeah.
We need a picture of Yanko in here as a fallen brethren.
Yeah.
He's left the fold.
It's gone now forever.
So we should have a picture of it, or like an Easter egg. Get him on a monitor. Get a little Yanko on there. So
a little Yanko.
Yeah, I'm liking. I need to go back to the Saatchi Gallery next time I'm in London. That's where you find things like these.
Like what?
These are both stalls. This is a money stall, and this is the watermelon stall.
They sold this at the Saatchi Gallery.
Yeah.
Like just generally, or when exhibition's on.
No, just in the store they have loads of awesome stuff in there.
I've been there a few times.
I think I might have got I got the Andy Warhol from there as well.
All right.
And I have a Snoopy print that says, what does it say?
It says, It's not.
Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
Yeah, it's Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
It's Charlie Brown. Yeah, he says, yeah, can't leave the rap
Game's
game
live,
alone.
guys. We're back into the action.
No, can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
Yeah.
Charlie
Jay-Z
Brown.
lyrics, awesome.
Classic Charlie Brown quote. Right, so we'll have the pistol. The salvation is possible for VP. They really had a bad time at the end of the first half, but they can change their destiny. They can change their fate right here. It's in their hands. The power is theirs. The power is so far looking good. Neo with a double, and Mousesports do have the bomb plants available to them on that A bomb site, despite losing some numbers, but they have to do it in, like, right now before the rotation comes in. Why are you fighting? They're fighting. They're fighting. That's no bomb down for them.
No frags either, not much of anything, and there will be 1 or 2 cheap helmets here for the CT side, which is always good. Fantastic. Often means you can pull out the M4A4 if you saw someone and got a kill at least.
Good job
Nice
from Neo. 4K.
Gosh. Ooh, feel it. Hear it, embrace it, love it. Great stuff from Neo, and he will afford himself the silenced M4A1. Still rocking. I feel like we've seen slightly more recently than the desert of them that we've seen recently. Before that, let's say. Chris J definitely heard by the short B player moving through the underpass, and there'll be a preemptive grenade, which will take a chunk away. Oh, Morales. That was ill-advised. And that is a weapon to be collected as well.
Here we go then. Mousesports. Now with the lead, after being 6-0 down on the T side. It will be, though, Virtus.Pro with the weaponry. The M4's available, but the first pick goes in favor of them.
Wow.
Good shot from Snatchy with the MP9. Not bad.
Flurry of headshots from him. 1 minute remains. And everybody's moving away from the B-bomb site, it seems. Will they make a play towards connector? 45 seconds on the clock. No one in the window for the CTs, but a perfectly timed smoke down on connector itself. But they will concede the inside of connector, so I don't know if they were sure if someone was there or not. Otherwise, I presume it would be on this side. Snacks obscuring vision from short while he waits for this one to dissipate. Snatchy waiting for a flashbang. Ooh, the timing works out for the CTs, and now connects up the bombs going down. Snatchy's in the ready's dead. But there is a player in CT. Never mind, Neo's dead as well.
Bit awkward here. And 4 collectors, 6 bullets. Will he go for reload? No. Oh, the last bullet. Out comes an eagle. Can't make it happen. Mihu with the double. The double. And that's going to be the defuse. But massive damage done. Absolutely going to be force buying here.
Certainly will. Mihu will get the defuse in, but you are right, Dan. The fact it came down to the 1 versus 1, the plant is there. I wouldn't be surprised if Mousesports want to bring out absolutely everything they can. They could even do 3 Galils and armor, maybe some pistols with utility. That would be a buy.
That'd be really nice, actually.
Yeah, that would.
2 CZs.
Yeah, there's the scout, though.
Ruins. Oh, AK. AK scout. Galil.
So there's Galils. Galils.
Eagles.
So they give full rifles and 2 pistols still. Maybe for the Galil, but Sunny and Chris J, so good with the weapons they've got in their hands. Let's see whether it can be converted now. After getting both pistol rounds, Virtus.Pro will find themselves here 8 to 9 down. And you had the ramp. We'll have to fend off Rops, who's getting ready for what looks like an ace-added attack. The bomb's rotating in. That's on the back of Oscar there. He's got the Galil, remember. 2 players towards B. Just probing, maybe to try and get a pick. See if there's any sort of CT investigation going on. It's so weird. Every time I see Snackers now, I keep thinking, oh, he's playing for VP. Obviously. But he's not.
This is dangerous. Dangerous.
Thank you for that, Dan.
Oh, that forward smoke. Oh, okay. Decisions to Mousesports. Do you try to push through it? What is the play? He is going to... Oh, my God. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You've done a lot with that smoke. They can't push forwards. You've given them a frag. Now they can have a way forwards. Morales will take control of Palace, but this is... Oh, no. Snatchy in trouble. Does get a connection. Doesn't get the fatal connection, though. Going in for more. Good flash coming in. This is very strange. Morels, they must have an idea that he's there. Nice headshot from Pasha. Oh, he's going to wait. Very nicely done there from Morels. He's secured the round. Unless Sunny can pull out some vintage Sunny shenanigans here on Mirage with that AK-47. But now there's no time. The round has to be won. Well played for Virtus.Pro.
He gets the AWP though, so it's not the complete end of the world, but at the same time, this was the force by the very same time. They can't really justify doing much with the AWP, but Sunny won't keep it. He actually doesn't like the weapon at all, but he has got the spawn and the armor. They're deliberating now, like, is it worth me doing it, or should you just take a slightly worse spawn? Let's see what they decide to do. Sunny's going to take it and try and get the first pick towards A-ramp. He'll probably stay at the bottom of the steps, look at players crossing towards the steps, or he can fully commit. Let's see what he does. Indeed, he is. And there's the effort. Oscar, that's back to you now. I've had enough of that weapon. They force bought though. They spent most of their money. You see, they've got the... I guess it would be like most of it. Yeah, so yeah, he got down to $1,000. So it's reasonable still. And I'll see whether they can do much with the AWP here. Oscar patrolling. They can probably win this round. That one AWP is all it takes. And Mousesports, if ever there's a team to make a single sniper work in their favor, especially when it's in Oscar's hands, it's probably the team to do it.
The Snacks have heard that drop. I wonder. Yeah. I wonder. Oh, there's a chunk from Morels gone. Challenge mate. Snatchy very weak, as is Morels, and both eliminated. 4 versus 3 now as Mousesports have a massive hole to exploit. Straight through connector. Sunny can shut down the rotation with that forward position around the vents. No longer safe, which will funnel the CTs towards ticket booth. And Mousesports, they've got time to play with. They can go towards B, and that would be very, very devious. I like it. When will VP figure it out?
We'll see. Oscar
wow.
might be taken down here. Indeed he is. The timing is just delicious for Pasha, as he'll get 2 frags there. Quite good ones as well. It's Sunny who's low. And this could be Virtus.Pro taking the lead back. This is going to be a tough game. Rops will at least give them access towards the B side here. The bomb will be planted towards Shore. Just in the nick of time as well. That's going to be Rops playing with Sunny. Mihu and Neo on the retake. And it will be Neo coming in from the apartments. Mihu holding towards kitchen. They have got flashbangs and indeed full HP. Let's see what they can do.
Neo looking for something from the high grounds. No sound cues just yet from these CTs. Not sure if he was heard in the apartment. There's the trade, but where is the final player? Rops has all the information, and there he is. Flying and accuracy for Neo, and the rounders of Mousesports. Double figures for them. What does this mean for the money of the CTs? It's not great. Not great at all. Moving into the latter stages of this game now. And this will be somewhat worrisome. Morels has gone for everything. He's all in for this round, but the rest of the team not so much, it doesn't seem. Mousesports starting with big presence in mid, and Mihu seems like he wants to have a look. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Still's Mousesports now after losing 6 rounds due to pistol losses and unsuccessful force buys. Found himself in a bit of a problematic spot, but not this round. It'll be Oscar and Chris J opening things up towards the B side of the map. That's going to be pretty much round guaranteed with no CT presence there whatsoever. A few speculative shots there from Oscar. Just waiting for the reactions to come through. Snatchy holds in the window, but that's it really. I don't think Virtus probably making a dent here, but this play gives me Hugh an AWP and maybe a chance here. In fact, he's got the sniper in this position. Makes things a little bit uncomfortable. But bomb down, he might consider saving it.
Spotted. Quite likely that he'll survive though. Be making some noise. Ooh, he's gonna be very sneaky here. There's no way they'll see this coming. Put the trade straight in. So how are you feeling about VP right now, Henry?
Still not that excited, I'll be honest. I don't think they'll be closing this one out. It was a better attempt, but remember they got a lot of momentum in the first half, and then they were 6-0 up, and then they lost 9-6 in the first. So really difficult to really start saying, oh, this is much better. They just had a few good rounds. They couldn't really recover once the gun rounds officially began for Mousesports. They got the AWPs out. But they're on the CD side now. Maybe they can do something with this buy. It's a weird one. Auto shotguns, CZs, the AWP for Snatchy. And it will be Oscar to kick things off with a kill towards Neo. And now they can just hold up. It's such an early frag as well. Morel will try and answer back. He's pushing towards the Palace area, but just waiting for him. He'll get a dink at least, but it's not enough.
Snatchy and the AWP taking Chris J's dome out of business. Sunny moving up the mid position. He's got snacks underneath the window. Smoke on short as they cross towards that B bomb site. So Operation Avoid Snatchy has been activated, but can they avoid the auto shotgun of Pasha currently at that bench position? And yes, he can be avoided. Sorry, no, it's Miku at the bench position, my bad. Pasha was closer, playing at close range, and the auto shotgun's been lost. Not revealing his position, Miku, but there's plenty of time for Mousesports to play with. Snatchy moving through Palace while Rops waits on the ramp.
It's absolutely a chance here for Mihu. That bomb in transit towards that B sites. And it really depends also how late Mousesports leave it until they go for the push. And it is being left quite late, to be honest, because they're waiting for Rops maybe to get something towards A, but
he's just making sure that Shadow's clear at this point, and with that Molotov down, he needs to be a little bit careful, but it's fine. You can see they're making their way towards B with the bomb. Snatchy probably takes him down, sure, but it's up to Mihu now. 15 seconds remaining. He's in a good spot. If he can get 2 kills here, there might be a chance and leave his teammate up for a possible victory. That could be enough in itself. They will struggle to plant now. I'm not even sure it's possible. And my God, it is. How has that happened?
Oh my goodness. They left it far too late. They should have been punished there, but the punish is on VP.
Wow.
That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate for them. He had a good few bullets off in that spray as well. There's only one to connect that it was needed.
It's insane. 12-9.
Really unlucky. Really, really unlucky. Played it as best he could. Even made more space to hide with another smoke grenade. But no. Ultimately, Mousesports will say no and move to 12. Well then, the loss bonus is rising for Virtus.Pro as the deficit does the same. Snatchy will hold on to AWP, and now he can buy himself. No, he can't buy himself some Kevlar. Well, he could. He will. Money's still with his team. Great play from Mihu, but apparently he was undeserving. Oh, that's such a... If he didn't move forward, who the hell knows? Painted an arc around the planting player. But here we are. Another attempt for the AWP to steal a round away from Mousesports. So we may be coming to the end of the line here on Mirage.
To the end of the line.
PD50s and an AWP. Execution from Mousesports. You can see they're just going to stick together. They've got the SMGs, perfect weapons to take down these unarmored players. Making their way through. Neo can't replicate his success of the PT50 from Inferno. Morales has got a gap. There always seems to be a gap in these smokes. There needs to be a third. You can do a third one like on the steps. It was like perfect. It's going to give you a full vision, or block it all, I should say. But there's still one planted, and now it's up to Pasha and co to try and make these AWPs work, as there is a player waiting in the smoke beneath them. This actually could work, I guess. Maybe not so much now, as Sunny investigating. Pasha's got past him, though. Whether he'll survive is yet to be seen. AWP will just hold on.
No kit for him, but indeed, maybe he'll keep players a little further for Snatchy for half a second. Lets one go by, takes him out. But will he be able to save? It's not guaranteed just yet. Round number 13 for Mousesports. They are 4 ahead of Virtus.Pro, who now finally have money in the bank, and Snatchy will hold on to his AWP for yet another round, but it's time to get it going. 17 for 15 at the moment is Snatchy. Almost top fragging for his team. Neo's been important as well, but it hasn't been enough just yet to keep close to Mousesports, who are 3 away from victory.
They really are. Remember, both pistols for VP and a 6-0 start, and Oscar just completely wrecks Miles. That's a pick Sunny wanted to take before, but let the professional do it. Oscar Very well versed in that pick, and now Sunny seems to be aware of the possibility of Mihu, but looks away at the wrong time, and he does do a very good job usually getting that reaction kill. I normally said about Mihu. He knows what he has to do to get them back in the round, but this might not be enough. Pasha now, multiple kills required, and he'll only get one. That's it. He tried to have the trigger discipline. I think the insta-kill, prepare for the next one, would have been the better call. And that's ambitious. All right, Snatchy. The AWP as well.
Where's he off to?
See you, mate.
That is a bit nuts, isn't it?
A little bit.
I'm sure Neo will be fine.
Maybe some frustration there. He has a kit, Neo. Waiting for this smoke to go. No one's covering this angle for the time being. Snax turns around at just the right time, and that's another round in the bag for Mousesports. No AWP saved on this occasion, but with 7,600, I'd be surprised if Snatchy didn't buy something.
Let's have a look. I think they will buy. MP9s, auto shotguns for masses.
Well, this could be a fast one from Mousesports with the way those grenades are being deployed. A focus in A for Virtus.Pro with 3 plays. Neo able to do something with the French gun. Trying to buy some space for himself to rotate, but he can't. Snatchy now. That would have been a big one for him. He's being picked from the palace, but a shot's been missed, and it's a duel of the AWPs. Drops to the pistol, rather. Snax now alone 1 versus 3. Fast-moving round, and now it may be a question of damage. Taking weapons out of the hands of these CTs. Hello. He's still alive somehow. 70 HP as well. A bit less. Molotov has not gone the right way, and the
bad miss.
CTs will advance their position. 3 plays surviving. Really need some upgrades here. Just in time, Pasha upgrades the auto shotgun for an AK-47.
It's about time. Looks like we'll be purchasing into the round, but Mousesports looking for the knockout blow here. 5 players towards B. Rops will be setting up a smoke with Oscar. I assume those are for the pillars towards B. It's been a while since I've learned all the smoke from this map. And it looks like that's exactly what will be happening. As they get delivered, they'll make their B rush known. And it's up to Mihu to get the first frag. Doing a good job so far. Gets 2 kills. Make it 3, and the round is completely shut down. Nice idea from Mousesports, but completely taken down. Just going to get the 1 kill. That's for Rops. Might not find anything else there.
Oh, will he? Can he continue to get 1 versus 1? It's 9 HP Rops, but he has the AK. Good positioning around the pillar. Now he knows where one of the players is, and that will be that. Double peek from Virtus.Pro will finish off the job. Quick reaction from VP as the grenade sailed into the B bomb site. And they are only 3 rounds away. Let's not forget this. After the good start, the comeback from Mousesports, Virtus.Pro are on a comeback trail. And this suddenly looks achievable for them.
Run and gun with the pistols into the A-bomb sites. This will likely be short and sweet. Not too much that they can do. Couple A smoke now. Mousesports.
Oh dear.
That's a bad miss.
Well, that's a bad miss. That's not though.
It won't really matter too much. One should not imagine. As all the VP players, 4 hands on deck. Shooting gallery. 12 to 14. It's a weird match because it feels like Mousesports in some of these rounds are dropping the ball a little bit. You feel like?
You ever dropped the ball down?
Yeah, quite many times.
Yeah, many times.
Not the best at catching.
No, I'm pretty good. That's one of the few things I'm good at.
I used to be good, but then years
balls.
of playing video games kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
Or holding the ball as well. You know, take the ball and run with it.
Yeah.
You can drop the ball while you're doing that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I
don't do that. Obviously not. So
never that. Mousesports executing into the A site, some counter smoke grenades. That's quite an interesting one, but Chris J somehow gets a kill out of that. That's not supposed to be the way it happens. Massive pre-fire from him. He really wants to finish this one now. Take all the toys away from Virtus.Pro. They've got a save.
Or do they? Snatchy, if he picks something up quickly, maybe they'll fancy their chances. They have good utility, but this flank will absolutely seal the deal. Seal the deal.
Let's seal the deal. Mousesports in the 5-on-3. VP with no choice but to save. 1 round away.
Cool, blimey, son. That was quite a play from Chris J. Quite a nuisance smoke attempted by the Virtus.Pro side between the headshot angle and Tetris, but Chris J is like, no. Maybe it was just didn't really obscure his vision too much, just creeping out there. Perhaps the slightest of gaps which spurred him on. That was a monstrous second frag, and that really did close down the round. But with 5 players alive as well, and so early, Virtus.Pro were in an awkward spot. They can't necessarily just run away because who knows if there's a lurker. But here we are. They managed to get a good buyout of this Virtus.Pro, all things considered. A push up towards top mid from 2 players. But there will be no exchange of fire. Meanwhile, Snatchy's surely been spotted completely blind, and Chris J is at it again.
He always is, that guy. As he makes his way through on the A side, it looks like it might be enough at this point. Damage being inflicted towards the connector. A nice open plant as well. It's absolute chaos here, but Snacks just gunning down his former teammates. It looks like the 2-0 might be confirmed here. We've just got Mihu. He does what he can. And unfortunately, the decent attempt here, the much better attempt on Mirage is all in vain. It will be Mousesports taking the lion's share of all the points. They get 6 on the leaderboard with their success in the first map, and of course here on the second as well. It's the end of the European Division, boys, and VP, they got a map yesterday, no such luck today. Are you happy with the performance, Dan? Do you feel like VP put their best foot forward in the second map, or was it just a bit of momentum off the pistol round victories?
It seemed like it was just a bit of momentum. I feel like Mousesports could have gone to another couple levels if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I think they were having some fun here, to be honest, as well. But yeah, I think VP also, we saw it on Mirage previously. It does seem to be like a map that they do more work on with this new lineup, because we can't forget that they have effectively 3 new players in there. So that's kind of that's a big change.
Yeah, but I still just feel like they need more change outside of the 5 players in the server. Let's give them more ideas, fresh eyeballs. Get an English-speaking guy there, because I really feel like if you're limiting it to just Polish-speaking players, while there's obviously language barrier, I think for a coach, just having some prep, a different approach entirely, may be the key for Virtus.Pro.
Here are the stats. Pasha got 8 frags in the first map. He goes 1 better here with 9 and 20. Really not looking too positive for him. Does he really have a strong place in this team now that the AWP responsibility has been given fully to Snatchy? I think that's a discussion to be had. He's certainly dropping off in terms of form. He was one of the standout players for them in the last year, Pasha was.
Absolutely.
I just don't see it these days. I don't see him getting back into it with this lineup. I'm not sure. I've never really been a massive fan of his style, but Mihu, 19 kills. Neo, much better than what he was in the first map, but again, unless you're winning the map, like, it's all in vain. Snacks, it's quite cool to see him top fragging against his old team. I think that'll be a good day.
Especially considering when Mousesports first started playing with Snacks on Mirage, he looked very lost. Yeah. Very lost, but it does seem like he's found much more of a groove here.
Yeah, sorry, no, go on.
I just say this music's giving me some Fight Club vibes. A bit industrial, a bit sort of EDM-y. Feeling it? Feeling the Fight Club vibes.
Yeah, man. Really feeling it. I guess that's it for today. We have the European Division. We only get 2 maps, unfortunately. I would have liked a lot more. But we do have plenty more Counter-Strike coming up later on, don't we, James?
Yes, we do. Are we going to have a quick look at the leaderboard? Indeed we are, and we can see the implications of that Virtus.Pro in a middling position for now, but half the teams haven't played just yet. But Mousesports 3-1 isn't so bad for them. And yes, we have North American Counter-Strike coming up in just over an hour.
That's normally the more
minutes.
exciting Counter-Strike, I say that because it's so mental, some of the rounds that happen on the North American side
wild.
of things.
It is the Wild West.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that continues.
We
hour
certainly
and 15
will.
minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes. What are we going to do till then?
I'm going to play Counter-Strike.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
What are you going to do?
Find some food.
I already ate, so I'm just going to hang out in this chair and I'll wait for you guys to come back. We'll be back in about an hour and 15 minutes. Do not go anywhere. See you soon.